Got the old first turn champion of the parish. That's how we do it. Alright, looks like this is a blue-white control deck. So next turn we can get through with the champion regardless. So I think we're going to play Thalia. Slow the opponent down a little bit. No sense attacking. Obviously they'll block. Doesn't really matter either way. So here we could Reflector Mage. I think I would rather cast Lieutenant and Pilgrim. Here the opponent will block Thalia, and then either path the champion or take 5. Okay, so they path Thalia in the verdict? Alright, I'm not sure what's going on here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I would rather just Township. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that sounds better. If they try to Angel me, we just path the Angel, I guess. Let's take 13, go to 3, and then untap and verdict. Is that the plan? Or are you going to path somebody? Yep, go to 3. Okay. So untap land, send the verdict. Yep. They are at 3. We have a reload. Well, this is kind of a situation where we can get blown out by an Angel, because if we attack with both, then we pump with Township. No, if they Angel, then we just path it. Yeah. So I think we attack with both. I was trying to think of why we would only attack with the champion, but I don't think so. Might just Cryptic us. Tap all creatures, opponent's control, draw a card. I guess we'll Township in response. Just to avoid taking a point from Canopy, not that it really matters. So now we have potentially 2 lethal attackers. Snapcast on verdict. Yep. And that resolves. Yep. Ooh, company. I think I want to do it sorcery speed. So they don't have another verdict in hand, or they wouldn't have snapcast verdicted. So they could have another snapcaster, in which case they could snapcast cryptic. Yeah, they have 4 blue to counter the company, so we'd rather them snapcast. Wait, they can't snapcast verdict anyway. So yeah, I think we just company at sorcery speed here. As they're tapped out. Let's go with Thalia and Reflector Mage. That's it. 2 lethal attackers again because of Township. Unless they Ghost Quarter both our Townships and kill our Thalia. Or stop our Thalia somehow. Well, Restoration Angel comes down tapped. Not really sure what's happening here. Cryptic? Yeah, okay. Tap all creatures, draw a card. Okay. We are not going to company yet. Because we already have the lethal. See, that's going to come into play tapped. That's fine. Just drawing a card. Yeah. Now we could company or we could just township. I think I like companying here. So now if they have a counter, they have to like kind of use it here. Like if it's a cryptic and they're like, all right, bounce Thalia, counter it, then we path the Snapcaster and then township and kill them with a 3-power Reflector Mage. So I think the opponent just kind of has to let this resolve if they have a cryptic, because they can't really. Okay, so yeah, he is going for the plan that we thought. Counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Okay. Um, we will just path to exile this guy now. So now they have to have a path to exile for the Reflector Mage, or they're dead. At least we could have cast Noble Hierarch too. Oh, they did have it. Yeah, I didn't think about. I should have just cast Noble Hierarch and attacked, and then we could just play Thalia and then run a better board position. That was my bad. Because then we're threatening lethal again. I think it's Revelation. Yep. Might have. I still wouldn't be able to win because if they just Revelationed, we couldn't fight through it. And what a game. Jeez. Came down to the path to exile. I think we're not likely to win this game. I think we're just going to concede and save time. I mean, we're not dead, but like this game's just going to take a while and whatever. Like we're pretty much lost the game. The deciding turn was there are a few things that happened there with like the verdict, the snapcast verdict, the cryptic, and then that last path. But whatever. So we don't need Stony. Rest in Peace could be good against like Snapcaster Mage. That's it. I think we'd rather fight Snapcaster Mage on these other axes, like Thalia and Campbell. They could have Detention Sphere, but we haven't really seen anything yet. Mirran Crusader is just an okay threat. Sin Collector is really good. Reflector Mage, not so much. We could take out Reflector Mage for Campbell and Meddling Mage. Both the Thalias are good. Path to Exile is good against the Angel, but I don't know that we want 4 of them. I think we'd rather just have another threat. Might want the Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace just shut off Snapcaster. Might be good. Staticaster can kill Snapcaster, which is somewhat relevant. I'm wondering if we just cut all the Path to Exiles. Feels like that might be the better plan. Just bring in like 1 Rest in Peace, another Mirran Crusader, and I guess Path to Exile is not too bad because we can hit like a Colonnade too. Just leave 1. So we can get a white, blue, no. Oh, we need to get a white land. Let's cast the champion. We need black, and our only black land is green-black. It's a little awkward. I think we just go with white-blue. This is one of those scenarios where not having a black-white land in the deck hurts us. A Godless Shrine. Which, I mean, we could fit one in if we really wanted to. We could fit it in over like a Horizon Canopy or something. Now it just looks silly. If they path to exile, then we get our planes. We could at least cast Thalia next turn. So they went with a mayor instead of the champion, which if they don't have a turn 2 play, that makes sense. Well, that was a good draw. I think we want to lead with Thalia, though. They can block. Jace. Interesting. I think we want to start with the Sin Collector. A Cryptic or a Spell Snare, and they have Snapcaster. Alright, well, we'll take that Cryptic and exile that. That was good. They block our Thalia, take 4, go to 13. That Jace is going to be pretty good, though. They can cycle away Spell Snare, extra lands. Flooded Strand looks real bad against Thalia Heretic Cathar. Probably want to cycle that away. No, they don't. Interesting. Well, in that case, we could Sin Collector again, take their snare, or if they drew something else. Well, they could activate Jace in response, and unless they draw another spell, they'll just discard the snare and we whiff. So we could just lead with Campbell here. Let's see. Wall blocks Thalia. They can't flip Jace yet. Can't transform Jace. So they would just take 7, go to 6. So they'd have 3 in the graveyard. They could potentially block with the wall on champion just to let it die, so next turn they can transform Jace. Hmm. Yeah, I think it is actually Campbell. Path to Exile would be really good right here. Opponent's just reading the card. Like, what? What in the world does that card do? It's pretty good against Storm decks. And by pretty good, I mean really good. Good, they don't have it yet. Go to 6 with a Campbell out. They're trying to draw into the path. Did not. Which, I mean, if that's your plan, then you want to do that in response to the Campbell, I think. Whatever. So if they verdict, then they will go to 4, and their fetch would put them to 3. Then we could Campbell again. They had to fetch a basic because of Thalia, Heretic Cathar, assuming they want to use the mana. Now Jace can transform into the Planeswalker, so they could do the old block transform. They have Path in their graveyard, so they're going to Snapcast Path, which would put them to 3. So I think we want to start with Sin Collector to take their Snare, and if Snare is their only target in hand, then they're going to have to transform the Jace first, and that's not when they want to do it. So I think it just makes things really awkward for them. And we did draw a Cavern of Souls too, so we could just go ahead and make our creature uncounterable in case they have Cryptic Command. So they do have good blocks, right? They have like Jace on Champion, Thalia on Wall, Campbell on Wall take 2. So this is going to be a little awkward for the opponent here, I think. Because they can Snapcast Path. I don't know who they would target. Snapcaster comes in tapped. So they would do the Campbell, go to 3. And then they can block on Thalia and Champion. Sin Collector. Guess it's not too bad. Ojutai's Command. Interesting. Yeah. We will in fact take that. Why wouldn't you put Jace on Champion? Doesn't that make a lot more sense? I don't know what's happening here. So now the opponent's back in reasonable shape again. They're still in a rough spot. They don't have much to flash back. They can just give a creature -2/0. So they can give one of the Sin Collectors -2/0. That'll keep them alive. They have one unknown. Mystic Gate, Spell Snare. I think if we play Campbell here, that'll just about do it. Gotta respond. I guess they're at 3. We're about to put them down to 1 during combat, unless they have something here. This game's looking like it's about as close as last game. Last game it came down to a number of key plays where they were just like right on the ropes. We were attacking for lethal. They were at 3 too. Remember when we were attacking with the 3/4 Reflector Mage to try to put them to 0, and with their 1 mana they cast Path to Exile. This game's looking like it's coming down to about the same thing. Blessed Alliance. Target player gains 4 life. Okay. Well, this is lethal at you, so you have to block that. And so just attack it all at the opponent. This opponent's got a Spell Snare and whatever they just drew. They could flashback a Blessed Alliance if they choose. Gain 4 more life, go to 8. Chump block Champion. Take 7. Nope. They played. Oh, they have a colony to block with. So they can block Champion on the wall, Colonnade on Thalia. They take 2. And then just replay a Thalia. Or they chump block, they block Campbell, they take 3 and go to 1. And, which would be better for them? So if they block correctly on the Campbell instead of the Thalia, because if they block Thalia, then they're just locked out of the game basically. So I think our play, unfortunately, is just attack with Champion. Next turn, yeah. I think we play the Pilgrim because it represents lethal. We know Snare is their card in hand, so whatever. I think it is. Why is there a Snare in the graveyard? Did they discard it? I don't know. That was a fun game. So I feel like we just needed creatures. I think that we could afford to just cut this for this. I feel like just they're going to bring in removal spells. They're just going to cast removal spells and counters and stuff. We just want to not run out of threats. It's basically the idea. This works. Turn to Thalia. Oh, they missed their land drop. That's not good for them. Drew basic. Must be nice. We could company now. I think that's better than sin collecting. Oh yeah, we'll go Sin Collector and Campbell. Do I want Campbell or do I want Mirror Crusader? I think I want, definitely want Sin Collector. I think that maybe I want Mirror Crusader. I think that might equate to more damage. Celestial Purge, interesting. Ojtai's Command, Vendilion Click Wall. So they're just going to play a wall on their turn. It's going to be tapped. Purge can kill Sin Collector. Black or red permanent. Oh, it can kill Campbell. That's why they did it. Cryptic, they're a little ways away from Cryptic. We're just going to Township next turn, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to take the Purge, actually. So the opponent will play, I guess, a tapped wall. And then we Township. Rest in peace. Attack you for a bunch. Put you on almost dead. Now you have to deal with 3 lethal threats, and you just took away one of your blockers. I guess you have to draw an island. It's Cryptic. Yep. Fetch will not do it with Thalia on the board. Good games.